We use the symbol S for line and C for curve for us to develop this encryption key. Our alphabet consists of lines and curves. A, for example, has 3 lines in it so that the code will be SSS. But since it is the first letter with that symbol, we will put number 1 in the beginning to mark it for the letter A. The letter B consists of 1 line and 2 curves so that the code will be SCC. Since there is no other letter with that same code pattern, we would not put a number in the beginning. After assigning all the letters with the code pattern, we just simply change the letter to the given code to encrypt our messages and vice versa to decrypt it. Good day everyone, so our encryption goes like this. In the first video, we discussed the letter A and B, so now let's proceed to letter C. It consists of 1 curve and it is the first letter with that symbol. We will put number 1 in the beginning to mark it for the letter C, so it will be 1C. While letter D consists of 1 straight line and 1 curve, which is also the first letter with that symbol, so we will put number 1 in the beginning to mark it for the letter D. Letter E has 4 straight lines, so it turns out as 1SSSS. For the letter F, it consists of 3 straight lines, and it is the second letter with that symbol, same in letter A, 1SSS, so we will put number 2 instead in the beginning to mark it for the letter F. Letter G consists of 2 straight lines and 1 curve, so it turns out as CSS. For letter H, it consists of 3 straight lines, and it is the third letter with that symbol, so we will put number 3 in the beginning to mark it for the letter H. Basically, as you write this encryption key, you should take note of how many straight lines, curves, and when to put a number in the beginning. The format is the same up to the letter Z. Now we will proceed on how to decrypt these encryption keys. Here are some examples in decrypting. So take note that every space there is a follow-up word. So the first encryption key is 2SS, which stands for letter T. 3SSS stands for letter H, and 1SSSS stands for letter E. So the outcome word is the. Next is we have secret to getting ahead is getting started. The process I did on the first word is the same process I did up to the last to decrypt this key. So secret to getting ahead is getting started. Now let's move on to the second example. 1 straight line is the encryption key for I. 2 straight lines stands for T. So space is provided, it means that it is another word. 1SSS stands for A, 1SS stands for L, and so on. So always seems impossible until it is done. It always seems impossible until it is done. So that is the second example. Okay, so this is our last example. S stands for I, 2SS stands for T, so the word is it. S for C stands for I and S, so the word is, and so on. Decrypt the key, so it is not the time to look for excuses. It is not the time to look for excuses. So this is the decryption message of these encryption keys. Keep in mind that the symbol S stands for straight line and the symbol C stands for curved line. So we put number 1 in the beginning if it is the first letter with that symbol. You put number 2 in the beginning if it is the second letter with that symbol to mark the letter, and so on. Thank you for listening.